Names are a funny thing. They're how we identify people, objects, and even ourselves. They're a way of vocalizing someone or something's identity, yet we often take them for granted, especially in fiction. It's quite common for writers to just name a character whatever first pops into their head, or at best make a vague allusion to some other well known fictional icon. However, most names have meanings, and I find that looking into those meanings can offer an extra layer of insight to a character, from their role in their story to their personality. Welcome to What's in a Name, where we discuss the etymology behind our favorite fictional characters. Today's episode, Lily from Ender Lilies. Warning, massive spoilers ahead. Lily is, unsurprisingly, the protagonist of Ender Lilies. On the surface, her name seems fairly straightforward. Lilies are often regarded as symbols of purity and innocence, which is reflected in nearly every aspect of her character. To start, Lily is a young girl clad in little more than a dress with a predominantly white color scheme. White, of course, being a color often associated with purity. The symbolism extends further than that, though. To start with, Lily doesn't know anything about herself when you begin the game. Classic amnesiac protagonist setup. Who she is, where she comes from, why she's woken up in this creepy place, and what's even going on with all the monsters are all total mysteries to her at first. It's only after Lily defeats the first boss, Guardian Sigrid, and peers into her memories that she starts getting answers. In those memories, she sees Sigrid comforting a young, familiar-looking girl who she calls Lily. The player character, then, is naturally led to assume that this must be her. She must be Lily. We'll come back to that later. Lily's innocence is also portrayed within the game's very playstyle. Rather than fighting enemies herself, Lily summons spirits to attack and defend on her behalf. These spirits, of course, are those that she has purified and freed from the Blight's control, at least as much as she was able to. Not only is she lacking corruption, she also cleanses it from others. However, in doing so, Lily notably takes on traces of the Blight herself, with her once pristine white skin and hair taking on scarlet hues. Even this, however, has symbolic meaning. While this corruption comes from the game's main antagonistic force, it also highlights other aspects of Lily's character. See, red lily flowers are said to represent love, courage, and passion, all things that Lily displays herself as the game progresses onward. She shows courage by braving the many dangers in Land's End and even taking on its curse, passion in her quest to find answers and uncover the truth, and love for the lost souls affected by the Blight. The real kicker, though, is that Lily technically isn't even this girl's name. See, the player character is a clone, one of 7 created as potential replacements for Freysia, the White Priestess of the Fount. Of these clones, one was considered defective, not able to properly awaken after she was created. It was for this reason the slumbering clone was taken to the White Parish and hidden away, though not so discreetly that she couldn't be discovered. Another Freysia clone came to the White Parish shortly before the Reign of Death began to fall and was placed under the guardianship of Sigrid. This clone discovered her sleeping sister and confided a wish to meet and befriend her when she awoke, however long that may take. If it weren't obvious, this clone's name was Lily. She was the one seen in Sigrid's memories, though unfortunately never got the chance to fulfill her wish. Original Lily, like all the other clones, perished after the Reign of Death began to fall. Her body can be found within a hidden room within the church, as well as her diary entry. Indeed, player Lily actually wound up inheriting the name from her sister, albeit on accident. This ties in rather nicely to the name of the game itself, Ender Lilies, a subtle foreshadowing that there are in fact 2 girls with that name. Yeah, what seems like a fairly standard and almost mundane name on the surface has quite a bit of depth to it. This game oozes with symbolism and hidden meanings, and none embody this better than the main character herself.